few hours later. Forget how close everything is. This child is kind of, I don't know what they're doing. Something menacingly. Hi.
Hey there, young fella. Speaky you the English? Speaker you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed we, and rather better than you by this
Oh, I love it.
My name is Nejo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
I'm looking for a short round to my indie. I'm just saying that right now.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
There you go.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nejo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr.
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore of the
James
quizzical
Bond.
eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Roger Moore, who played titular suave secret agent in more films than any other actor.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the
Probably got
stand
to know
a
it pretty
couple of
well.
years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
That's
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders.
lights go out and it's very
They
cold.
came to the east on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
This kid's like 1,000 times smarter than George is.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid play.
There we go.
One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In
You're gonna own a Chuck E. Cheese?
People will come from far and wide
See my ball pit?
to see my
Yes.
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hoards of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
I don't think he has a point. Can I still ask him about this?
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Really?
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at
This
the
is
moment,
getting
but
weird.
I'll bear it in mind.
Okay, so we got a little friend now. We found our short round, everybody.
Here, shake hands, Nejo.
I'd rather not, sir.
I'd rather not.
What can I do with a blood pressure gauge?
Don't tempt me to tell you, sir.
Is that like Alright, that's a weird response. You seen this guy?
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir, I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Alright.
So long, Nejo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Toodle pip, peep. Hi, meow meow. Oh. Didn't like that. Okay.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
That was weird. Gun up there. Is there like something that I can only grab when the cat's up there, maybe? Almost looks like it's part of the collection. The meow meow. Let's talk to some of the other folks around here. It's kind of bustling.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Not from around
Okay,
here, are you, Pearl?
I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you
Bric-a-brac.
met him? His name's Nejo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Really was.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Ugh.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's
feel like that was a
interest is
mistake,
always
George.
so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? Is your husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint
Is that
you.
him wandering around the bazaar?
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar.
He does
I
kinda stick out.
remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Alright, let's finish on this.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
Okay.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Well,
How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere? The stand was hawking ancient machine parts.
I'm sure that'll come back into play a little bit later. Are you with Pearl?
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American.
Yeah.
The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart.
Happy guy.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why?
Spank Bank, of course.
Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George?
Well,
The folks back home will be real interested.
we don't have you're like the most attractive man I've ever seen.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl?
Yep.
Oh, she's around.
Pearl and
For
Dwayne.
bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
What?
Do you think bulls have any
Bulls?
significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope.
Where do you
I don't
come up
think
with
they
these?
have.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Like the others weren't.
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
What?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at
Okay.
all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are two different things, boy.
Boy?
I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure, the greetings card business.
Oh, please. Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Huh.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Yep. We're based in Cleveland,
It was
Ohio.
Akron.
Cleveland. Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Have you talked to Nejo?
Nejo. He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education.
I know.
He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
Yeah, I'm sure they take advantage of a lot of tourists that way.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Very honest reaction.
What do you think of this grease paint stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
I wish he would stop identifying it as grease paint stained and just say, what do you think of this dirty tissue I found in the sewers? That made me laugh a lot more often.
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
Nejo thought it was cool
Okay,
as hell,
Down
Dwayne.
on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird they got their hometown mixed up. This guy's wearing a Union
Hi,
Jack
what's your
apron.
name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
Okay, just showing him stuff.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
I haven't had any money this entire game.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La,
Okay. I can see where this is going.
Well,
most good.
That was good.
in the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
Okay. Guy's just trying to make a buck. This, Klaukalash or whatever he's got. Crab juice and Mountain Dew. Ugh, I'll take a crab juice.
Muruba! Hello, sir!
This guy's got a certain look to him. I don't know about that. I don't like that pose right there.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpets, yes?
So much for...
What do you think of this?
Hello, sir! Lovely carpet!
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpet!
No,
Does this matchbook mean anything to
no
you?
luck.
Ah! Give to me!
Yeah.
Give to me! Allah move!
You know it. Wait, you just took my... Oh, nice. Man, I need to try every item. Why do I never not try every item?
Magnificent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
He's good.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
That's a nicer expression than goodbye. I like that. Start saying that. It's like a Sydney Greenstreet kind of guy.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue?
Damn.
What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Damn.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence.
In America, that would
once
sound sarcastic as hell.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
more. A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate. It might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinity. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough.
I like that kid. I like this guy too.
Pretty funny, yes?
Yeah.
Hilarious. You should be on cable. This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
Orgy?
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha! But they gone.
Oh. Didn't appreciate your sense of humor.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha! Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha! How we laugh! Then I broke his arms.
I didn't think electrocuting the big Syrian was a good idea.
You started it, though.
What does this grease paint...
Nothing? Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to
Oh,
you?
don't try to mind bang me, Ultar.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
We all need an Ultar in our lives. That's great.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
All right. What do we got back here? It's the kitchen.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. I knew the door was locked.
We sure I can't go in there? Haven't used the restroom this entire game.
There wasn't much point in when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Hello again, Ultar.
Praise.
Anything else? There we
Could
go.
you tell me what that sign means?
It say door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the
Brush,
management.
come back.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been stolen.
Oh.
Stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No. Ultar use bucket.
That's fantastic.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Snap.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man
not good.
called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Month ago, maybe
Oh,
6.
Maybe a week ago.
Maybe 6.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
Is most magnificent, lovely views. Worth visiting, yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury.
There we
guide
go,
to take you there
Ultar.
in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Soon. Well, I mean,
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
$50. I don't have 50
what were you
bucks.
buying everyone rounds of drinks in
most
Ireland with?
Happy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's bucks or zip, or unfortunate American.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me.
Oh, the delights of the Bull's Head.
All right.
What do you think of this place?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar
Not enough to get me to the
so.
Bull's Head? Have you ever wanted to open up a manhole cover, Ultar?
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Tell like it is, Ultar. You're a straight shooter.
What do you think of this?
Is gadget
It's a blood...
blood pressure gauge.
Yeah, we don't have what he wants.
See you around.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
I showed him the tissue. He wasn't that impressed with it. From what I gathered. I don't know about that guy.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs.
Please, where's Endrank? I'm gonna loan me some money.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
Give me money. How'd you get on a plane to get here? Maybe it's all credit. I don't know. Anyone else see a face in this basket right here? Kind of a mustache and a... Right there at the bottom, there's the eye. You kind of see the curve of the nose. Nico's got nothing that he wants to trade me for. This guy's just...
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something. In the still air, suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet
That's
brush.
disgusting. Oh, and you have the guy's toilet. You stole a toilet brush for your kebabs? There's so many better things. Just, oh my god. I don't, can we trade? Straight
What
up?
do you make of this?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum.
What do you think?
Buy kebab. Come to eat.
What do you make of?
You buy kebab.
Yeah, I see where
Does this mean
this is going nowhere.
No, you buy kebab.
You buy kebab.
What do you think of?
Buy kebab.
What do you make?
You buy.
Alright. Yeah,
Well,
going in circles
most-
here. There's something like to even like distract him with. And when he puts it down, I can't.
close up.
Flies love kebabs. That's something. Wonder if the Americans would be willing to create a diversion for me. If they are American, I'm a little unsure if they couldn't tell the difference between Akron and Cleveland. Meow meow, I need a diversion. Oh! Make your own diversion.
Hi, Nejo.
Nejo?
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet
A
Wednesday.
wet Wednesday.
Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any
They
English?
keep
Not cogently, no.
Nejo.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nejo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap.
There we go. Nejo's the man with the plan.
Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to see mercenaries.
Alright, service.
This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going
He
to
wants
be
the ball.
disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight.
He's the best.
A Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherule of form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
Can I watch your
If
Let's
you
Play
mean the ball,
channel,
why don't you just say
Nejo?
so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
Ball trade time.
Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
Improving international
What
relations.
bad things?
Never mind that now.
What people?
Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Somehow I doubt that, but somehow I think it's also going to work out for me. What's up the meow meow?
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nejo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
And it smells.
So long, Nejo.
Toodle pip, sir.
And get some of the best dialogue in this game here in Syria. Here in Marib. Alright. What was that expression? Hopefully I remember it.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yes?
The honeyed words.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad.
Uh-oh.
I kill you!
Oh no!
Whoa! Calm down! I just... Feet, do your thing.
Who the hell says that? What the? Feet, do your thing? Do I need to, like, hide in here, or am I good? Did my good buddy steal his brush while he was chasing me? Nejo.
Hello again, sir.
Filthy!
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, Nejo. More than one way to skin a cat, I guess. You clever little scamp.
What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Ha! That's awesome.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
All
So
right.
long, Nejo.
Toodle peep,
Toodle
sir.
feet, Nejo. Feet, do your thing. Yes, I will say that the next time someone is threatening to destroy me. Someone's threatening to end my life. Feet, do your thing. They'll probably just be like, what the hell? And take pity on me and leave me alone. This guy's really sad. Alright, can I just like head straight in? I don't actually want to talk to this guy.
Hello, sir.
Can I say the...
Il akul kalb?
You speak Nejo,
He knows! That's awesome.
Does this mean anything?
Yes, yes.
Alright.
Ma'asalama.
He's got a sense of humor about it, at least. Alright. Let's give this guy the toilet brush.
There wasn't much point in when I couldn't speak Arabic.
No, but you give him the...
Here's your brush, sir.
There you go.
It wasn't easy getting it back.
He's happy. Nice. If it smells like
The
kebab...
manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this.
That kebab
Need
bits.
much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
Alright.
I knew the door...
This is long overdue. Do your thing, George.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Okay. It's not healthy, George. It's very arid around... Oh, okay.
Oops.
Now the guy's gonna close his bathroom again because someone stole his flush chain. Whoops. Kalb. That's the name of the dog in Tarna. Kalb's meat. Wait, I missed that. I was reading the chat. It's terrifying. Am I not meant to take... I feel like I'm meant to take this. Should I like, cut some off or something? Took the guy's chain. Might as well take his... Does this work on this as well? There you go. Poor guy. Doesn't even have a tongue. Now he doesn't have a pull chain for his toilet.
It was a length of coarse gray towel.
Or that. Oh well.
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser.
I was a dick. He was gonna know that either way. Yanking his chain. Alright. Oh, I still don't have any money. I don't think he wants a.
Hello again, old.
Praise be.
I don't think he wants a toilet chain. What's old Tar gonna think of this?
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah. How did
What
you
does that
know?
mean?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I got that. Did you not get that?
See you around, old.
May good.
All right. Still more places to check. A lot going on here. It's a busy area. Where are we? Still at 58%? Wait a minute. Did I restore just now? Really? I just restored my game? Wow, I did, didn't I?
Hello again.
Alright, well, this will be quick enough to... Who didn't want to see that one more time? He came after me with a knife. They put those right next to each other. My mistake. I'd say we lost about 48 seconds. As long as we click through everything very quickly.
What the heck did you tell
Patience.
patient?
But the I
Hold up. Are you?
you're
I can't believe.
the
Yeah.
they
Oh. So long.
toodle.
Alright. We're timing you. You sound like test channel. Alright, 1 minute and 27 seconds. There was like a quicker going across the screen mechanic, double clicking on where you want to go, like a Lucas Arts game or something like that. Anyway, got your toilet brush.
Here's your.
Here's your brush. As he goes off.
The manager. What was
Man,
he said?
body.
There you go. I said something I would hear from Test Channel. Alright, steal that. Steal the chain. Yank the chain one more time. Make sure I actually save this time and not restore. Ooh. Fortunately, we have been saving often. And even when I'm trying to save, I mean, that's kind of what caused this whole problem. Notice there was like a spittoon, little, you know, what have you, catcher. Maybe we can check that when we go back. All right. What else, though? A lot going on here. There's something going on with this cat still, I maintain. All right, we should get a save in that time. How was that any different from what I did earlier? Was that like something... What? That guy's just like, okay. Now we have this crappy statue, I guess. Can I sell it to the Americans? Well, they would have seen that, though, would they not?
I hadn't come all this. Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello.
Are you interested in that?
Am I?
How about this fine?
Oh, George,
There you
that
go.
would be ideal, except
Did
I
she
don't
not
know.
see that,
it
though,
looks new,
over there?
George. You won't be trying to make a fool out of me.
I
would
probably
you,
should have
George?
checked with Nejo first.
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind. Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
It is.
Yeah, I don't think it is, though.
It's free if it falls off the table. No? How about this?
What do you think of this toilet chain?
My, but you're
What do
a
you think of this
strange one,
toilet
George.
chain? Huh?
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
With my digestion, you better keep them handy. But I'm terrible.
All
I've
right.
got to go now.
It's been a
So
pleasure.
she doesn't want it as is. I should probably check with Nejo anyways. One of the ruder things I've done. Nejo, I'm sorry.
Hi, Nejo.
Hello again.
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
Oh. Alright.
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake
This kid's
grease paint,
amazing.
apparently.
Here, shake hands, Nejo.
I'd rather...
Yeah.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
George is just right over his head. Oh my god.
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
This kid's gonna be running the world someday.
That is... Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Kaloo Kalay, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
I love none of it phases George at all. He's just like, yeah. They just have this weird level of banter where they go back and forth, and he just doesn't care that this kid is totally taking the piss out of everything.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say.
Yeah, we already did that.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
Some say it's romantic.
What can I do with a blood pressure gauge?
Don't tempt me to tell you, sir.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
Oh, Bean.
Do you recognize these keys?
No.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're
Is there any way that
American.
they'll buy
Is that
this
all?
statue?
The chap's a little odd. It's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's
Yeah, there's
letting
something going on with them.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
So long, Nejo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Do we need to pull like a Leisure Suit Larry 3 here and save game and make this look like more ancient or something in order to sell it like we did with that carving? Like drop this in the sand or something and just be like, oh, look what I found. I could sell it to you, Pearl. I don't know if this is like a, ooh, we can make it all kinds of...
The grease paint had worked magic.
Really?
Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
That item, it's the best item in the history of video games. I'm sorry, is there anything else we need to do? That's it? That's awesome. I'm so happy about that.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Now you want my statue.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, my, that's just what I be looking for. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one, and
No one
and
thinks
I
on their
sought
feet
out
like you.
The artist who'd done the copy and
Feet, do
bought
your
the original.
thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George, how can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money.
Dwayne's the money.
You go and find
Yeah.
Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
I thought that it was going to be like, all right, you already showed me that, so I'd sell it to Dwayne instead.
I've got to go now.
It's been a pleasure.
And I could trick him, but whatever, this works.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
I could see Stephen Root playing Dwayne in a biopic on Dwayne. I don't know who would make that, where to get the financing from, but there you go.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And here you go.
Of course, it's the exact amount
Thanks
of money
for the
that we
Dwayne.
need.
This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Well, enjoy it as you head back to Cincinnati together.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
Just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
All right.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Every time he says that, it sounds threatening. All right. We are headed to, what was it, the Bulls? Bull Hill? Something like that? I think he'd spend that money on food or something more essential, but in the interest of furthering the plot, here you go, Ultar.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of
I think
seeing
sarcasm
this
might be
splendid
the
place?
Well, maybe.
national language.
Terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh?
Nejo and Ultar, they're fluent in it.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price mullah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging Army surplus truck.
Yeah.
Don't ask if you don't want to know.
Okay, I'll be along in a minute.
Hey man, Ireland didn't even have a car, so. Except the Ferrari that ran
It
over
didn't
there.
seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Rather, they have no use for us throughout the rest of the game. Alright, there's Ultar's car. I don't know. We'll do one last save. We'll call this we'll call it the Merchant Square. Go. Let's go to the Bull Hill.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Bullhead Hill. Let's do it.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old Army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes,
Hirsch.
you have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There,
good show.
you have hit the nail
Taxi.
in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair, there is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
One day, maybe 6.
Always
I can't wait
multiply
that
by
long. We gotta
6.
get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
Is this gonna double as a fan belt? That's like, even by Sierra standards, that's more like Ron Gilbert style.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Didn't expect to get too far on that, but the music.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck? The coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes!
Sure. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Whose interest have we gathered? That should be Nejo again. Julinar. Julinar's not looking so hot. Alright, let's get a save going here. Actually, not this one. Let's go next to the wall. Julinar. Flower of... Yeah, it's fine. Can't spell pomegranate off the top of my head anyway. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.